Hey YouTube, it's Felice HD. I am back again. This is episode 10 of Black Lightning, and we open with a fight sequence between Black Lightning and Ishmael, and he has hit the ground. It's not looking good. It appears right now that Ishmael has defeated him. Oh, no, no, no. Somebody just. So we fast forward to Grace was able to save Nafisa because because Thunder just stayed in the middle of the street trying to use her powers. Everybody that's meta has lost their powers and they're trying to figure out what happened. They don't know, they haven't figured out Tobias's nullifier yet. This fight between Ishmael and Black Lightning did not go well. So we fast forward to Thunder and Grace are at the colleague's house that got killed, and she's trying to look for clues to figure out who might have killed him. So he found his dog. She found his dog, and it's like a taxidermy dog. They found Anissa found a USB drive. She found a flash drive under the taxidermy dog. So she's getting ready to look at that and see if she can try to figure out what he may have discovered that could have possibly gotten him killed. So everybody is in Gamby's lair now, and they're trying to get some answers from Gamby about what could have possibly happened to all of their powers. It's Jen, Anissa, TC, Grace, and Black Lightning. So everybody is accounted for so far. Um, so he's talking about the prototype right now. He's saying that there's a different current that goes through those suits. She was thanking him for the bubble feature in her suit because when she fell out of the sky, she was flying when her powers went. Jen had a bubble built in her suit. So if something happens like where she plummets, it activated and it stopped her from hitting the ground. So Jefferson's phone is ringing right now. It's the detective, and he just told Jefferson that Lynn got arrested. He told Jefferson that he should probably get down there ASAP. When Jefferson sees Lynn, it's going to be a wrap. I can just tell you that right now because you already know she's going to be hysterical. It's going to be a wrap. Let me center y'all. Let me get you centered here. All right, we're at the first commercial break here. Let's see. Predictions. I think that that's not over between Ishmael and Black Lightning. I also think that Tobias is going to surface now that he is able to get the um the powers to nullify. I'm interested to see what Anissa is going to discover from the hang on, let me turn this volume down some. I'm interested to see what Anissa is going to discover from this flash drive. Oh, let's see. Let's check out the chat. Hey, 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 Jay Moody, shout to you. Oh man, this episode, it kind of has me on the edge of my seat a little. It started out with a really nasty battle. I really don't know what's going to happen next, honestly. We haven't seen Painkiller or Khalil, and we haven't seen Tobias yet. Everybody else, we've pretty well, no, we haven't seen Lynn this episode either. So, um, hey, hey, checking in. Make sure you put your predictions in the chat. Thanks for watching. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Jen. Her transition into Jefferson High is kind of weird. I know she likes the guy that's in the band, that's in the music department. So I'd be interested to see how that's gonna work. Cause I don't think he's realized that she's lightning. Um, so I'd be interested to see how that's gonna work once he realizes that. Um, I haven't seen the lady that Gamby was hooked up with. Well, no, he didn't take their. Oh, hang on. Okay, so Jay Moody, he didn't take their powers away. He basically, he basically outthought Lynn. Lynn was kind of going behind the scenes to identify what Tobias's associates' powers were. They made it like a like she had an issue or whatever, but in that Lynn was trying to address. But really, what she was trying to do is get to the bottom of what her powers are. And so he basically calculated that she was going to try to do that, and she did. And so now they have this like bottled up powers that one of the reasons why he has the lady around him is because her powers nullify other people's powers. So they lose their powers around her. And now Lynn has bottled that up so they can take that show on the road basically. Um so the detective has Jefferson down at the station. He's going to let him talk to Lynn. So, hang on. He's walking into the interrogation room now. They have given her 14 counts of some very serious stuff, reckless endangerment, experimentation on children. They racked up some charges, some really serious charges on Lynn. She's freaking out. She said it's all Tobias, and wait a minute. Give me a second. Okay. What the okay. So Jefferson was like, I will do everything in my powers to get you out. Do not worry. He's trying to reassure her and calm her down. And this guy busts in Keith, somebody that she went to high school with, another tall, dark, and handsome. Lynn, Lynn got Lynn's milkshake got all the boys on the yard. Do you hear me? He was like, listen, I don't know if we can afford you right now. Jefferson looked at him, was like, I don't know if we can afford you right now. He was like, he did one of these numbers like, don't worry about it. Yikes. When Jefferson gets mad or drunk, that's going to turn into a real nasty argument. So we fast forward to it's Anissa, Jen. I just I was just flabbergasted by that. Anissa, Jen, and Grace were chilling at Anissa's place. They're doing like their girl thing. Um his other associate, oh no. They've transferred right now to Tobias. So we got Tobias in with the guy that he kicks it with. He was talking and he was in the middle of the conversation with them and he just pulled the gun on him and shoot at him. And the guy stopped it. Oh my gosh. They're testing out some new glove. So the glove has like lights coming all down the bottom of it. Ooh. So that glow thing that he has behind his sister's glass in the cathedral, that that device, I thought that was one of those meta guns. That's actually the nullifier that they got going. So the glove that he has on his associate that has the lights going down it, that's like that's giving him the ability to use his power. So he was testing it out to make sure that his friend could use his powers while they nullify all the other metas within like a radius. So they're getting ready. Yes. Tobias has the nullifier on and he has taken their powers away. Yes. The radiation, it's radiating out throughout Freeland and it's causing all of the metas to be unable. He didn't really take their powers away. It's just causing them to have difficulty using them. So they still have the powers, but as long as they're in the radius of this machine, their powers they won't be able to use them. Major, right? We're at commercial break. We're 16 minutes in. Oh, this is a game changer. You guys gotta let me know what you think is gonna happen now that they're on level playing field. Well, they're actually not gonna be on level playing field because Tobias is making sure that his metas can use their powers. So he's arming himself and his squad, but he's taking everybody else's abilities away. I don't know who Victor Zazaz is. Who is that? No, no. Those painkiller dreads was the absolute wow. That was the wildest. Like I like Jen's dreads compared to painkiller's dreads. I didn't like his locks at all. At all. Okay. Um so yeah, we gotta get some predictions now that Tobias has changed the game. Number one, Tobias did not come to play. Okay, he did already got Lala out of the picture with no, the girl Destiny. She ended up doing that. So now that he got Lala out the picture, now he's coming for Lynn. He's taking Jen and Jefferson and Anissa's powers away. When they came to the lair, I really thought that Anissa was gonna give Gamby the flash drive, but she was so busy. They were all really like rallied around Gamby, like, what is going on? What is happening with our powers? Gamby will figure it out. He hasn't figured it out yet, but I'm sure he will. So we're at 19 minutes in, and it looks like Lynn is definitely in custody, and it looks like the Metas are going to have a hard time using their powers, and they don't know why yet. I think they may have been able to figure it out a lot easier if TC could use his powers. But because he can't use his powers either, I'm not sure. If I meant to say Anissa, then that's probably what I meant to say. Yeah, but they haven't talked anymore about those charges that Jefferson is under. They just said that Lynn's charges was related to the lab. So Jefferson's charges caused them to get their accounts frozen and all that kind of stuff. But now with this um with Lynn's arrest, now she's not able, her access to the lab is now restricted. So all of the progress that they were trying to make in terms of getting more information about what actually happened to Jen, that transition that she went through when she came back into Freeland, all that is on pause. So I'm just hoping that this new Jen is going to be able to sustain, because Lynn is not going to be able to continue researching her after this. And they took all of her research. So she was really adamant about the fact that they took all of her documents that she had about her 21 years of research. So, yeah, she's taking a pretty tall L. Ooh, Lynn's bail is $3 million. So Anissa is telling Jefferson now how Keith came to the precinct. Anissa says she got it covered. She used her one call to call Anissa. Anissa just read Jefferson for filth. Okay. So basically, she said Lynn called her. She used her one phone call to call her. And she reached out to Keith and she compensated him with the ill gotten money that she achieved from her Blackbird days. And so that really tizzied Jefferson. She was like, I know you don't have an appreciation for my Blackbird funds, but guess what? We can't play around with mama. Jefferson was 100 miles hot. He was like, okay. But you could tell that's not over. That's not over. Um, so we're fast forward to Painkiller is up in a vent somewhere, and his version of Gamby pretty much is instructing him on where he needs to go in this ventilation system. He said it's too hot up there. Khalil is claustrophobic and he's freaking out in a vent system, but he's determined that he's gonna get something on Tobias. He's getting a confirmation that he is where he needs to be in this ventilation system in order to get where he's trying to go in the building, and the guy gave him the okay. So he's getting ready to come out of the vent now, and we'll see where he is. Oh, snap. He's in somebody's office. So he has him looking behind a painting that's on the wall, and he's trying to find a thumb drive in there. So he found it. He's going behind it now, and it's a safe. It's all kinds of red lights going off on the security panel. Painkiller get ready to come out. Yikes. Oh, not the Woo. They got the Wu Tang playing. He straight threw his he threw his jacket at him and said, "So, who wants to die first?" Oh gosh. Ah, protect your neck. Now this dude is giving him a run. He's giving him a run. He's almost choking him out. Ooh, ooh. Y'all, this fight sequence, sweet Jesus. Straight cranky. I'm sorry. Oh no. No, no, baby. No. You don't just come in the room and charge painkiller. Oh, he's he just made his lip bleed. Uh-oh. He got that pain in him. He got that venom in him. When he connected to um punch painkiller and his blood got on him, it just ran through him. Take that cash, boy. Stop playing. Okay. He was looking at the flash drive and then he looked back at the cash like, boy, stop playing. Everybody in there is laid out, stretched out in normal painkiller fashion. So he did it. He did the thing. He got the flash drive and he's on his way back to his associate now. So let's do this.
How's that? Is that better? I hope so. Um, it looks like the audio is on. I don't. Okay, well, we're back from commercial break. And if you guys can let me know in the chat whether you can hear me or not. Not quite sure what's going on. Oh, okay. So hang on. We're back from commercial break, and Lynn and this attorney are very there's a lot of gazing going on. Oh, Jefferson is pulling up and Lynn is out, but Mr. Keith, his eyes say he has a thing for Lynn. It's not it's a gaze. Um Anissa, she was able to survive because Grace pushed her out of the way. If you're talking about the auto accident, um oh my gosh. So she said that Jefferson wasn't showing appreciation for the services of the attorney, and he was like, I told him thank you. What more do you want? Oh, so now Jen is questioning Anissa about why she had Lynn's ex-boyfriend get her out of jail. So they were a couple. And he's definitely feeling her. So TC is looking through the flash drive that Anissa had. They're all at Anissa's place. It's Grace, TC, Jen, and Anissa. So now she discovered from the files that they lied and said it was cystic fibrosis. Nobody actually had cystic fibrosis. They had the meta gene. So that was the code for it's a meta that they're treating. And oh, there's files about Mono Vista. They were extracting vials from the metas to get their meta gene and send it to the lady that was making the meta guns to make sure that the meta guns could deal with their powers. So now she has somebody checking to see who sent the files to Meta Vista. Someone from Lynn's lab is the one that sent the information. It was Tobias. They have an idea now of what's going on with the metagenes and why they're trying to so now Destiny has is meeting with Tobias. He has taken Lala. He has Lala in his living room. He said his war, Ishmael and Destiny are meeting with Tobias and his man. This lady then pulled a gun on Tobias. She has no idea who she pulling out on. He just took the gun. Tobias's associate just used his glove to take the gun and turn it around on her and crunch it up. Oh my goodness. She just looked at Ishmael and was like, "You ain't gonna do nothing." Woo. Ishmael said Tobias made me a better offer and turned around and went and stood next to Tobias. So Tobias got Ishmael now. Ishmael said it's nothing personal. He made me a better offer. She left. She said, "Have a nice day." That's a bold woman to turn her back on somebody like Tobias. Okay, I got y'all now. Let me get back in the chat. Yes. Yes. Someone did keep their powers. Tobias gave his associate a glove so that he's still able to use his power, but no, everybody else's powers are are not working. Okay, so I think I'm caught up on the chat now. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the chat now. So yeah, so there's definitely some tension. I mean, that was a prediction. I mean, we're 37 minutes in, so we still have about 20 good minutes, even after commercial break. After commercial break, so there's still a lot that can happen. I definitely think, as predicted, this situation, that's out of pocket. I hate to say it, but Jen's right. Anissa, I know she wanted to get Lynn out, and that was the most important thing, but that is going to cause so much tension between her and Jefferson. Not just Lynn and Jefferson, but that's now going to cause tension between Anissa and Jefferson because he was looking at her like, really? It was obvious that they have chemistry. I'll put it that way. He wasn't disrespectful, he wasn't out of pocket. It was just the way that he looked at Lynn. Um in Jefferson's presence and not in his presence. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Um I really would like to know if they're going to overstep because I think the whole dinner with Tobias thing already has Jefferson feeling slightly betrayed. So now you have your ex-boyfriend as the attorney. That is just gonna they're gonna have it out about that. I can tell you that right now. Now, this whole situation where Tobias has turned Ishmael is going to wreak havoc on Freeland, okay? Because he has all the heavy hitters in the vicinity. He has the nullifier on, and now he has this hired assassin. He is taken from Destiny. I can't believe she put it. She's so new to this. She has no idea that pulling a gun on Tobias is one of the worst. He's actually the only person on this show. Oh, no, no, no. Next to Black Lightning, actually. But I mean, I just, wrong move, sis. Like, I can't believe that she actually thought that was a good idea. Like, I know you think you're like, you're all hard and like that, but sweetie, no, like, you do not want those problems. No, no, he is building a dream team. He has a plan. Trust me. And Ishmael was like, show me the money. He was like, he made me a better offer. It's nothing personal. Um, Yes, Anissa did use her new suit. It hasn't been used in this episode, but I believe last episode she used it. So, we haven't seen any fight sequences with Anissa this episode. Okay, so we're back from commercial break at 9:40 in Gamby. We're at Gamby's place, and it looks like it's the lady. She's banging on the door like crazy. She's pissed. She just threw something at him. She found out, and she got a gun drawn on him. She found out he stole the promethium, and he said, "Listen, if you really wanted to shoot me, you would have done it already. Let me explain." So he's getting ready to explain it to her. She thinks that he took the emitter, but Tobias has it. That's what he's using to send the powers. He told her just now he doesn't know who took the emitter, but we know it was Tobias. And now he's giving her the gun back. And he said he will help her find out who took it. And it was a justifiable reason why he needed the promethium, but he can't go into it right now. She's sitting down with him, and it looks like they're getting ready to have a conversation. He's pouring drinks, and he's like, "Look, they're going back now. We're in Khalil's lair, and they're pulling up endless people right now. They are looking at all of the people that Tobias has on the payroll right now." So we fast forward to Anissa's house. Jen, so Jen is trying to pull together a concoction to try to get her powers back working. Anissa, Anissa does not agree. Jen is talking about potentially electrocuting herself, basically. She was like, "What if your heart stops?" She electrocuted herself and she passed out. The lights just went out. She was like, "Yeah, that's why it's good for me to have this around my medical doctor sister, because if my heart does stop, then you can always get it back pumping again, right?" And she just did it. So she was sitting there electrocuted, and then she just dropped. Anissa was over top of her calling her name, and then we went to another commercial break at 9:44. They got to be kidding. They have to be kidding. Here it comes. Get ready. We are about to be hung off of the cliff for another week. I feel it coming. We just got Jim back. Now She done electrocuted herself. She basically took a live wire. It looked like it was one of those things that you like jump a car with, basically. And she put it in a bottle. It was like a bowl of water. I mean, Jen has always been very unpredictable. um Jen is, I believe, she's high school age. She's still in high school, so um I think her and Khalil are, late teens. That just blew me because I know that we don't have enough left in this episode. We don't have enough time left in this episode to unpack all of that. Like, get your mind right because we're going to be waiting until next week for that one. I promise you. Because we're still on the commercial break right now. So, that's going to carry us pretty much almost into 9:50. And we still have to figure out what's going to happen with this whole situation with Gamby. He's talking to the lady that runs Monta Vista now. So I don't know. I'm wondering, who's your prediction? Where do you think we're gonna? How do you think we're gonna close out this episode? I definitely think that what just happened to Jen is gonna be the cliffhanger. Okay, so Anissa is doing CPR on her right now. She came back alive, and the lights came back on. She said, "Oh my God, if you would have died, I would have killed you." Oh yeah, her power's back though. She get ready to black out all of Freeland. She said, "I need to draw a lot more power though." She was like, "Girl, you just pulled all the electricity out of my whole apartment. Where are you gonna get more power than that?" Blackout Freeland? She was like, they're crying. Anissa is trying to talk her out of it, but she will not listen. And she's like, she was like, "I know I'm paying the price for the risk that I took before, but this is the only chance I have at getting my power back." She's saying, "No, you can't risk this." She said she owes Black Lightning this because he almost died going out there to save her. She's getting ready to go get it. She's getting ready to go get that amount of power back. Oh, she said, "What happens is this time when you go up there, we lose all of you?" She said, "I don't know." And she said, "Exactly." So now she done walked off. They both sitting there crying. She's gonna do it. But Anissa is trying to be the voice of reason, but she's not listening to her. She don't be listening. She not gonna listen. So we're back at the house. We're back at the Pierce home, and Jefferson just brought Lynn. Uh, he just brought Lynn something to drink, and she was like, "Can we talk about what's bothering you? Is it Keith?" And he said, no, it's not. She said, why are you acting like this? He was like what? Oh, he said it's not that Keith is involved. It's the fact that he feels like she didn't have enough faith in him that he could fix it. Yikes. Somebody's knocking at the door. It's Gamby. He brought food. Your timing is fucked up. Okay. So he said that it is clear now that Tobias was using the clinic to facilitate everyone's loss of their powers. Mm. So she figured out what Tobias just did when he used Val's power. So her name is Val. He used Val's powers to nullify everybody. The emulsifier. The what is it called? Now he Gamby is figuring out the emitter. They figured it out. They just solved the mystery. Now they getting ready to get to clapping. Okay. I know. I know that. You know that. We all know Jen had no business going back up there, but she is going. She has enough power now to at least get up there, but she don't have enough power to like do her. So she's going. Gabby said they have got to locate the emitter and shut it down, and that's the only hope that they have for getting their powers. They're back at Tobias's place now, and it's a small treasure chest. The small treasure chest has a box in it, and it's a blue light in it. It's a big, huge blue light. I don't know what just happened, but it just brought some people in the room. So there, when he opened this blue box, like 4 or 5 people just showed up. They say they need him to get the mayor's seat. The guy, he's asking, they're asking for evidence that he has complete control over the matters. He's showing a clip of um, the emulsifier's powers when he was testing it out on his associate, when his power worked and then it didn't work. So he just showed them that clip. So he's trying to get a seat on the board of this meta board. we gotta revisit that. That was deep. I don't. Whoa. Um, we fast forward to Thunder Grace is having dinner. They got the chopsticks, and it looks like they have a sushi. Anissa's asking Grace, "What's up with you? You acting strange since we lost our powers." She said it bothers her how bad that they want those powers back. She was like, maybe we can lead regular lives now. It bothers her that they want their powers back so bad. She was like, she said, maybe we won't need protecting if we're not metas. Wow. She was like, every time we come close to a moment of peace, something happens. Like, wow, that's deep. Like, it's just like, how are we ever going to be a regular family with this going on? Anissa is like, I get it, but we community is what we're about. Like, she's like, when you met me, I was a meta. When you fell in love with me, I was a meta. Like, this is what you signed up for. Yikes. She's like, maybe it's a sign that it's okay to move on. Like, Anissa is, ooh, she's upset. She's upset. She's like, do you realize what's getting ready to happen? She was like, yes, I'm terrified for Jennifer. I'm terrified at what Jennifer is going through right now. But, oh, Grace was like, look, here's the tea. I'm just worried that if one of these days all of our luck is just going to run out, like, don't you think maybe we should stop while we're ahead? Bro, Jennifer is suited and booted. And she out in the street. She getting ready to go. She gone. She gone. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. She pulling the power. Yep. She got it. And TC just got the alert again. He was like, why would you go up there without me? She's a freaking idiot. It's happening again. It's she getting too much power at once and it's happening again. She was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. So he told her to just come down. He told her to just come down. It's starting to cool down. Okay, she listened. Now, even though she's coming down, she got down safely. She listened. He said, Anissa would have killed me if you didn't make it. Oh, she got her powers now. Uh-oh. But guess what? It's still some particles of hers still up there. Oh, dear Jesus. I wonder what that's about. I wonder what that's about. It's still some particles of hers still up in the space. I wonder if she lost her powers or if her powers are going to show up somewhere else. No, she has not gotten her powers back yet. Everybody else's powers, nobody else's powers are working. No, that's why they're trying to find that machine that Tobias has. Now that they done figured it out, Gambi is telling them they gotta find that machine so they can destroy it, and everybody can get their powers back. Oh yes, yes. Her suit does still keep her powers, but nobody's powers are working right now. That's the only reason she didn't lose her powers. Yeah, she came back. She got back. Um, but I don't know what that meant. It was. I think it was significant that they showed that some of the particles that were like flowing through her hands were still up in the air. I know. She's always good for going on her own with her own ideas and whatever she wants to do. So we're just going to have to tune in next week and see what happens. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that like button. And I'll see you back here 9 p.m. There's no All American until May, I think mid May. There's no more All American until like mid May. I'll post when that one comes back. And also make sure you guys look into the DC fandom. They released the date for, I don't know if they're gonna have Black Lightning Black Lightning programs like they did last year. But the DC fandom released their date. It's gonna be October 16th. So those of you that are DC universe supporters. I got my DC fandom t-shirt on right now. It was fun. It was lit. It was virtual last year. It was fun. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, when I um when I put all the formatting in on this video, I'll include the link for DC fandom too. So you guys can check it out because it was a lot of people on there last year and the website started kind of moving slow once it got up and running. So make sure you get registered early and get your sessions and all that early so you can experience it because it was really good. I'll link it. I'll link my review that I did for the Black Lightning. If you go on the playlist, you'll see it. I did a review of one of the Black Lightning panels that they had last year. And just check it out and see if it's something you might be interested in. All right, you guys. Take care. Peace and blessings till next time.